breaking news a few hours ago that EFCC arrest Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana, if you don't know Obi Kubana, then you don't follow Nigerian news. This is a billionaire from Igbo land, from Anambra State. So he's a well-known businessman who is doing very, very well. And he's a philanthropist. He helps a lot of people. Now, the news have it that EFCC are interrogating him because there's something they call money laundering or whatever. But these are what I consider as a target to Igbo people. These are target to Igbo people. You know, there is a saying that serve Nigerian and come back Asian. This comment is, I'm making this comment particularly to Igbo people, the Biafran people. Serve Nigerian and come back Asian. This is a comment made by Mazi Namodikan, the leader of the Nigerian people of Biafra. He said that whoever that serve Nigeria will come back Asian. You serve Nigeria and come back Asian. That statement, when he made that statement, is not really clear. But I, for one, I begin to see the reason where the point comes from. This particular Obi Kubana don't believe in anything separation from Nigeria or whatsoever. He don't believe that. He is a businessman doing well in Nigerian states. Now, we have a lot of people like this from Igbo land. We have a lot of them. So many of them. And they don't believe that breaking out from Nigeria will enhance their riches or progress or their business. Okay? This Obi Kubana will never ever support anything against Nigeria. But he forgot that no matter what you do to keep Nigeria one, no matter how much you love Nigeria, no matter how effort are put in Nigerian growth or the economy and whatsoever, you will serve Nigeria and come back Asian. One, because you are not considered as a Nigerian. You cannot take it, no matter how you pretend about it, no matter what you try to, how you want to make it look so good, no matter what you do, you will serve Nigeria and come back Asian. During his mother's burial, he spent a lot of money. People, come from every part of the country to support him. After doing that, he decided to extend his friendship and kindness to the northern Nigeria. He went there and supplied them food and gave them a lot of things, although Northerners didn't come for the burial or even to sympathize with him in his mother death. He did not receive something like that, but he chose to go there just to show off, to make them feel they are one, and he cares for them. People may say that he did that because of his business interest in the north, or he wants to make everybody to recognize him, or maybe have interest in politics or anything like that. But no matter what you do, you will do that and come back in shame. Now EFCC is after him, after his wealth, after his business, and after his riches. You cannot see something like that happen to any rich man or businessman from the north or other part of Nigeria. Never. But as long as you are an Igbo person, you must get ready to face this kind of thing every day of your life. After you must have, face it in your lifetime, your children will face it. Your children will face it. You cannot deny it. And as the year goes by, the northerners, they will pass these same things to their children. They are learning from them. Their children are learning on how to, look down on Igbo people and use them for their own riches and interest. So if you're having a political ambition and you think Nigeria will create a space for you to operate as a politician, as a business person, there's a certain limit they have for you. Once you are trying to cross that bar, they will do everything possible to bring you down. That is how Nigeria is designed. Some people may say that this is hate speech, you are talking rubbish, you are talking out of point, it's not like that, it's not like that. Go and check your history. Go and ask yourself what happened to Chubo Kadibo. Remember what happened to Ojo Kano? You remember that? These are people that have interest and investment in Nigerian politics. People that believe they will operate without any limit in Nigeria. They believe that they will do anything to fix themselves in Nigerian space. No matter what is happening to Igbo land or Igbo people, their fellow brothers and sisters, their business interest is their first priority. They believe that their business and their riches and political ambition is what matters a lot to them. But sometimes in life, we need to look beyond boundary. You need to think outside the box. You are what you are today. Maybe you have godfatherism, you have the contact in the Nigerian government, that there are certain things that is happening to other people in Igbo land that will never happen to your family. It's a space of time. You know, in a test of time, that will vanish. And your children may not have the same power. Your children may not have that contact that you have. And what do you think will happen to them? The same thing that happened to other people when you are what you claim that you are at the moment. The same thing that happened to other people when you have the contact and everything in Nigerian government, and other people from Igbo land, from your region is suffering, that same thing will later happen to your own children as well when you are not here. Look at what happened to Zik. You cannot mention anything about Nigeria without Zik, Namoda Zikiwe. You cannot do that. Namoda Zikiwe, Obafemi Awolowo, these are people that are the pioneers. They are the front line of Nigerian independence. Today, can anybody mention any position, any political position in Nigeria that are being supervised, or that anyone from Zig's family is in the head of affairs? Mention one. Not even a council, not even any appointment. Nobody knows about the family, nobody knows where they are, nobody knows. If you know, please put it in a comment. These are what will happen to every politician in eastern part of Nigeria. But if imagine it today that you have your own country where you are being regarded, where you are being considered, you cannot do all these good things and it vanish away, because Nigerian has been designed to pay you back evil for good. You do all the good things to help them. You do all the good things to help them, they will make sure that they'll bring you down. At the end, what you reap is what you never imagined that it will happen to you or your generation. Today, as we are speaking, Zik is nowhere to be found. Awolowo children have access in Nigerian government more than Zik. Thank you guys. I'll bring it an end here. Please don't forget to subscribe, share this video, like and comment. See you in my next video. Have a wonderful day.